recently gone back to school. I'm attending a community college, which is closer to where I live, and it's actually a subsidiary of University of Cincinnati, which is located in downtown Cincinnati, which is too far of a drive for me. So it's a very credible school compared to other community colleges. I signed up for a course that was entitled The Psychophysiology of Emotion, which I was very excited for, because if you know your root words, you know that psychophysiology would mean basically, because I didn't exactly look this up, chemical function of emotions within the brain, basically how they work in your brain. So it would be the how of why we have emotion. So I was really excited for this class. And I also need the psychology credit to get into the Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science. So I went to the first two classes, and it ended up being a stress management course, which is fine. But first of all, I didn't sign up for a stress management course. Second of all, when the professor introduced himself, he started off by saying that he was a certified trainer for HeartMath. And I've never heard of HeartMath before, so automatically it sent some sort of red flag up. The second thing was that all of our required reading for the class was published by this HeartMath company. So I just made a mental note to go look it up. Here are some of the things that I've found out about HeartMath. If you go to the website, it's weird. It looks like a sales site for Scientology. They are trying to sell you every kind of heart rate monitor, personal stress eraser. There's the heart rate monitors, I guess, is what gets me, because there's like an ear clip, a finger sensor. There's something, it's like a little, it's called an M-Wave meter. It's like a little portable thing that reads your heart rate, and then through using the techniques of HeartMath, you learn to slow your respiratory, or your breathing, and your heart rate. And essentially, the entire teaching of HeartMath is that if you can control your respiratory and heart rate, then you can control your life. Meaning you can control the diseases that you get, and you will be a 100% healthy human being. Oh my god. I've never paid this much to be fed bullshit. I'm paying around $300 per course at this school, and they are feeding me utter bullshit, other alternative medicine bullshit. Needless to say, I'm extremely pissed about it. So I did a bit more research to see what kinds of things other people were saying about HeartMath. First of all, they're on Quackwatch. And if you don't know what Quackwatch is, it's run by Mark Crislip, who he takes an inventory of all sorts of medical people and companies, etc. Anything having to do with medicine, anything selling you any sort of like cure for things, and then he evaluates it. He's a very critical thinker. He's also a doctor himself, and so anything that gets put on Quackwatch, you should automatically be like, yeah, don't fucking go to that. And guess what? HeartMath is on Quackwatch, so that's awesome. Another thing that I found was a lawsuit against HeartMath as of, I believe it's March 19th, 2009, and it's it's like some life insurance company against HeartMath. And I can't find any details about it. I really wish I could, because I don't know what the lawsuit is about at all. But just the fact that there is one that's not good. So I want to read you a bit of my notes that I took in class. And I'm a very in-depth note taker, but after the professor started teaching more of the HeartMath technique, I had to take more notes because it didn't seem right. And you can see here, I literally took all of these notes from class. So first of all, he started off by telling us about nitric oxide. It is a short-lived gas and has a general effect on the body. It has a half-life of less than several seconds, generated a Nobel Prize in medicine, influences whether or not you have a heart attack. All of this seems to be pretty okay so far. Okay, this is the part where I immediately stopped believing everything that he was about to tell me. Lack of this gas can lead to cell dysfunction, which can lead to organ dysfunction, which can lead to organ failure. Okay, it doesn't seem that out there. It just seems a little scare tactic-y. The next thing that he was telling us is that the way to access nitric oxide within the body is to breathe through the nose. Of course, students were asking him questions. One girl brought up that at night she snores and also she sleeps with her mouth open. So meaning that she breathes through her mouth instead of her nose, and she wanted to know if this was unhealthy, if she was getting enough of this gas. And his response was, well, if you're getting a good night's sleep, I guess it doesn't matter. But this is after he built up this gas to make us believe that without it, we're going to die. And also, we're going to get really old really quickly. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's important or not, honestly. The next thing that he went on to tell us was that by accessing this gas within our body, we can control our breathing. I'll read exactly what he said. It turns on a chain reaction in our cells that causes our blood vessels to dilate, relax, in parentheses. Lack of NO, or nitric oxide, will help cause us... Wow, I took really bad notes. Lack of nitric oxide will help cause us to be more stressed. You get what I was writing. And then he went on to say that if we can just breathe properly and become less stressed and get our heart rate down, we can avoid all kinds of things, like diabetes, for example. So yes, he gave the personal example of after he started controlling his breathing and his heart rate, he no longer has type 2 diabetes. Yes. If you go to their website, you'll notice these kind of claims are throughout. I have yet to find in any of the reading material that he gave us and on the website any references to HeartMath within the studies that they link to. So basically they post up studies from the Mayo Clinic, for example, that have something to do with controlling your heart rate and thus becoming less stressed, but no studies backing HeartMath itself. And when you're trying to sell a product, books, heart rate monitors, stress erasers, my belief is that you need to have some studies, some peer-reviewed studies backing what you're selling, but these places usually don't, and HeartMath is just another one of them. So here's my problem with HeartMath. They're selling you hokum, first of all. They're trying to sell you a better way of life, and it's not entirely possible. I'm well aware that you can have stress-related diseases, but you cannot cure diseases, and you cannot prevent certain things by becoming less stressed. So they're trying to sell you that, and the second thing is that they have absolutely no evidence backing up their personal claims. And thirdly, I'm paying $300 for a college course in which I will receive a grade that will stay on my GPA, and it's all based on nothing. This is not fact. If you want to drop $300 of your own money to go to a heart class or HeartMath seminar, then, you know, I guess that's fine. I would never ever do that. But I'm paying $300 to learn facts, to learn sustainable evidence-based facts, and I'm not getting that. So I dropped the class and I picked up an actual psychology course. I'm just taking Psych 2. And I'm not stopping there. I'm going to bring this to the attention of the main campus university, because I don't even know if they know what's going on. The other shitty thing is the professor is actually really cool. He seems like a nice guy. But I'm sorry, that's completely immoral to teach that kind of thing in a university class. It's utterly immoral. So I will be pursuing this, and I'll keep you guys updated on my progress. So let me know what you think about it. Visit the websites. I put all my research links in the sidebar as well. So just let me know what you think, because I'm pretty curious.